video is about the Santa Clara River and its tributaries as they flow through the city of Santa Clarita in Los Angeles County, California. Most folks only see a bare and arid landscape where the river enters the city. It takes a much closer inspection on foot to discover the oasis. The river is the longest relatively undisturbed river system in Southern California. It drains a watershed of approximately 1,500 square miles. The water is clear. This is a healthy stream. The river and its tributaries provide the backbone for approximately 80 miles of picturesque trails for walking, jogging, and biking. There are also connecting trails to access parks, entertainment, shopping, educational institutions, and employment centers. The river and its tributaries contain important habitat for many animal and plant species, several of which are listed as threatened or endangered. Please follow all posted regulations. Most creeks are labeled as such as creeks. Others are so intermittent there is no label, and they're kind of secret. As you walk through almost any canyon, you will find water flowing after a rainstorm. And rainstorms are relatively infrequent, but when they do, the water and the life and the energy that you feel is simply amazing. The secret creeks of California, they're not on any trail map. No trash, just beauty, just nature. I can fall asleep easily listening to the sounds of the water. I also like to explore the creek trail at Ellesmere Canyon. There is usually water in this creek, even during dry years. I see a sit spot. A few years ago, an anonymous hiker created a shelter from dead branches. There is always something interesting to observe from this location. A few miles away is Placerita Canyon Creek Trail. This creek has wonderful boulders that provide excellent sit spots where I take long exposure photographs. wild roses on the edge of the creek. This is just so beautiful. Look at them. I'm so glad I came here. And the trail goes again across the creek. Yay! I'm glad I have water shoes on. In the spring, this creek has thousands of baby frogs called pollywogs or tadpoles. It is fun to watch them feed on algae as babies and then consume insects as adults. I love to watch them hop. My favorite place to explore is San Francisco Creek. It is easy to walk from this creek to the Santa Clara River. This section of the river is lined with beautiful large trees. Multiple tributaries dramatically increase the water flow. Sometimes I take a break for lunch at this location. Our home backs up to the San Francisco Creek. There are lots of ways to get down to the river. Here's one. We're going to take a different route. It's easier to get to the spot where I want to go. Now, whenever you go into a place like this, always follow what the signs say. Some areas say no trespassing, and that means no trespassing. Some areas say habitat reclamation, please stay out, or only follow existing trails. It's very easy to just go here and relax. Just a few weeks ago, this was filled with water, but it has greatly receded. And you can see there's vegetation all along this area, which is a flood zone. And then there are little rivulets of water that come down in places. They used to come down here and then over here. But this is not the main part of the river, which is further down. The vegetation's really interesting. And we're going to go back this way. And I found a spot where it's easy to watch frogs and just sit back and relax, chill out. Oh, I see more lizards. And there are tadpoles down there. Tadpoles. Can you imagine that? And I'm watching them turn into frogs. This is one spot I come to almost every day. I'm at this part of the river. There are little streams like this all over Southern California. We had much more rain than usual. And so these little rivers are flowing down all of the canyons, little creeks, and they're all filled with life. And they're easy to explore. Every day is different, and there are not many people who come down to explore this wonder and awe. This is what I see today in the creek behind my home. Amazing beauty. Each day is different. colors are so much brighter when the sun comes out.
Hey Ken, how you doing?
Doing great. You know, you called me and I accidentally cut you off.
I was just saying things don't work out the way they're supposed to. I'm sitting on a prickly bush. What the heck?
This is Trekking Tuesday. What are you doing on Trekking Tuesday?
I set up a day camp and I was doing a little bit of fishing until a riverboat came by.
Oh,
I decided to go up and just take a little nap and then come down here, check out the river and see what you're doing.
out here is really, really fun. It's quite different from Texas because it's a dry climate. And last year we had no rain. And this year we had 35 inches in the location where I am. And it's filled with life. We had no flooding on this creek that flows into a large creek. And this little creek has been dry for years. And now it has little rivers of water throughout it, little creeks of water. And I see all sorts of things happening. And just now, I'm seeing pollywogs. And I'm seeing, just like I did as a kid. As a kid, I liked to go out to the creeks. And I remember one time I came home and was so excited I had a little frog. And I showed it to Mother and Dad. And they were having breakfast, because I like to get up earlier than they did. But anyway, they were having breakfast. And the poor little frog jumped in Mother's tea.
Oh, my Lanta. I bet you got in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, and the frog was in hot water.
I'm going to have to hop off here because I think I'm running out of phone juice.
Okay, well, hey, why don't we...
I can't wait to see your video.
Well, I'll send you some clips of it. I can't wait to see what you've been doing. Send me some clips of yours.
I absolutely will.
Bob enjoys sharing his outdoor experiences with the world. I've learned a lot from him over the years, from primitive fire making with flint and steel to survival shelters to tick prevention, and of course his famous series on cooking with Bob, and so much more. Check out his channel, Bob 808 Night. A little birdie tells me that he has a new Trekking Tuesday video that you will all want to watch. Bob Knight, Billy Joe Denny, and I are Bushcraft brothers. I'm smiling. I'm thinking about the awesome Bushcraft meetups that we held several years ago. Man, we had fun.
We're about ready to go. You know, I'm not sure. We're going down that way, down along the river, and then up into the cliffs, and maybe we can climb a few cliffs, and who knows, you know, rock shelters, caves, whatever else we might find. We're not sure at all. John, when are you going to pick us up, do you think?
Maybe in a few weeks.
To conclude this video, I would like to read a poem that I wrote about the Santa Clara River and its tributaries. The river, a peaceful sanctuary. In Santa Clarita, a hidden strength. This sanctuary runs the city's length. Many folks are unaware of its embrace. A peaceful haven in a bustling place. Water runs clear and cool, a soothing sound, a refuge for the flora and fauna around. Majestic trees and wildflowers abound, a natural beauty that astounds. The concrete jungle fades away as nature's touch comes into play. A trail for walkers, joggers, and bikers to stray. A perfect place to spend a sunny day. The riverbed, a sanctuary in the midst of the city's chaos, a peaceful twist. A reminder of the beauty that exists when we let nature freely persist. So let us cherish this hidden gem and protect it for future generations to stem. For in this sanctuary we transcend, a place of peace where the soul can mend. Until next time, peace be with you.